Hey, it's Cassie from Curry Honda in Chicopee. You're listening to the Bax and Nagle podcast on Rock 102. Come see us at Curry Honda for the best selection of new and pre-owned vehicles. Experience the best at Curry Honda. Thanks for listening.
Rock 102, Springfield's Classic Rock. It's 5:51 in Queen with Bax and Nagle and Rock 102.
It is going to be mix of sun and clouds with a high of 47. Tomorrow, sunny with a high of 54. It's like springtime back again. It's 26 right now in downtown Springfield.
Hollywood Trash is brought to you by Western Mass Masons. Call them for all your foundation and chimney needs.
Somehow you still care about what's happening in Hollywood. So, from Tinseltown, 3,000 miles away, it's Steve Nagle's Hollywood Trash.
Nick Reiner, the son of director Rob Reiner and photographer Michelle Singer Reiner, was captured on surveillance footage at a gas station in Exposition Park before his arrest for the alleged murder of his parents. The video shows Reiner entering the store and purchasing a water bottle before being apprehended by law enforcement at a metro station. The suspect, 32, was wearing distinctive clothing at the time of his arrest and is now facing murder charges, including special circumstances allegations. The cause of death for the Reiners has not been disclosed, but the source says close to the family indicated they had stab wounds. Nick Reiner is currently in custody without bail and is scheduled to appear in court today. I was watching the Albert Brooks, that documentary that they did about Albert Brooks, and Rob Reiner was in that whole thing, and it was just like, oh man, this is like another comedic icon gone. I mean, all those great movies that he made, and the
All in the Family. It's a classic TV show.
Yeah.
It's absolute tragedy, and the more you hear about this kid. I mean, it sounds like they tried forever to get this kid the help he needed. Yeah. And he just, it just unfortunately didn't work.
Which goes to prove to you that it doesn't matter, what financial status you have or whatever. People deal with that in their families, whether you're, rich or poor,
At that point, fame and fortune is irrelevant.
Right. Ellie Fanning revealed her crush on Jack Black, calling him the hottest man I've ever seen in my life.
Has she lost her vision?
I have no idea. Black jokingly responded, calling her condition goblin dysmorphia, which at least he knows.
At least he's not lying to himself.
That's like when somebody calls us handsome. Like, what are you looking at? What the hell are you looking at?
Yeah, it's a matter of interpretation. Most of those people are dead wrong.
Paul Rudd supported Fanning's comments, saying he adores Black. Fanning's boyfriend, she has a boyfriend. She's telling him, "Oh, man, I don't want. I know you're a slim, hot-looking young guy that I'm with, and I'm a young gal, but I would really, really prefer Jack Black to smother me."
You see, my type is more the frumpy type of area rug type of guy.
Yeah. He gave her the green light to admire Black, leading to an awkward encounter at the Golden Globes.
In other words, you can look, but you cannot buy.
Yeah. I guess. Is that usually how that goes? You can look at the menu, you just can't order anything.
That's fine.
You're an appetizer.
Yes.
And I'm the main meal.
It's like looking in a zoo. Don't feed the animals. Just look and walk away.
I'm the cracker you clean your palate with after you've had a taste of Jack Black.
That's like a wire scrub brush.
A wire scrub brush would be something that you might want to consider,
I would.
To all the crustiness off. BBC breakfast presenters Sally Nugent and John Kay paid tribute to American actor Gil Gerard, known for his role in Buck Rogers in the 25th Century, who passed away at the age of 82 after a brief battle with cancer. Gil's wife, Janet, shared the news on social media, expressing her love and loss. Gil's career spanned from television to film, with notable roles in popular series and movies. The BBC breakfast team remembered Gil's contributions to entertainment and shared condolences from his family and fans. The show airs daily on BBC One at 8 a.m., just in case you're in the mood to watch the BBC.
I know you're off chips, But Buck Rogers in the 25th century, that's one to pick up on.
You think so?
Oh, yeah.
Do you think I can, will I find holes in that plot line as well?
Loads of them. But, it's the kind of holes that you don't mind looking at.
I guess. I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready to get into anything again.
But Chips has ruined you for other shows?
No, you know what? Now I'm on like an old movie kick. Last night I watched 3 O'Clock High with Casey Siemaszko.
That's
Remember
a good
that?
one. I do.
Buddy, the bully.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good movie.
I don't know, man. I mean, I agree. It's a good movie. But if you want to get back into a TV series that does not disappoint,
yeah,
Buck Rogers.
And the 25th century.
Gil Gerard, the effervescent Erin Gray. Man, I could look at her all day.
I always preferred Duck Rogers on Daffy Duck and the 21st century.
You're despicable.
Yeah, and now we are in the 21st century, and where's Duck Rogers now?
I don't know.
Steven Spielberg.
Probably somewhere in the Epstein tapes.
Probably
going to Diddy parties.
Yeah. That's despicable. I'm going on a private jet to a tropical island. Steven Spielberg's new trailer for Disclosure Day has sparked a frenzy on social media, with viewers speculating about hidden truths and government secrets related to extraterrestrial life. The trailer features eerie images and cryptic messages leading to theories about a possible mass revelation or disclosure event. Some believe the film may be a cultural priming exercise to prepare the public for the idea of alien contact, while others see it as a work of fiction designed to tap into our fascination with the unknown. Despite the buzz surrounding the trailer, it's important to remember that Disclosure Day is a feature film scheduled for release in 2026 and not a documentary providing evidence of the real-world phenomena.
Well, I don't know what the real plot line of this is, but having seen all the TikToks on the matter, it's not a matter of when the aliens are here, but perhaps we are the aliens. Pow!
It's not that hard to believe because of we're the only species that can talk and communicate and do all these things and make things with our hands.
That's not true. I once saw a documentary on television of these apes that could not only speak English, they would solve mysteries.
Really?
Yes.
Mysteries, you say?
Yes.
All right.
Lancelot Link, Secret Chimp. Did you not see that documentary?
No, I never saw that one before.
Look that up.
All right.
Once you're done with Buck Rogers, Lancelot Link, Secret Chimp.
Now you're just piling things on me. I don't have the time for all these TV shows. Anyway, Kim Kardashian's relevance as an influencer is about to be tested after she showed up at Paris Hilton's Christmas party with an attempt to bring back her new favorite hairstyle that was made famous by many fashionable and famous women in the 60s, the high ponytail.
She must have something to say.
Oh my God, the last time my tail was ridden like a pony was when Ray J stuffed his Gagnificent 7 into my Haro Grande in that sex tape you can purchase on YouPorn for $39.95.
Caitlin?
Well, I never got that done and dirty with your mother, Chris Kim, but since we're only a week away from Christmas, I'm going to share some of our favorite Christmas songs. First, there's Santa Claus is Coming. Santa Claus is coming. Santa Claus is coming. Santa Claus is coming. That's when I roll over and go to sleep. Then this one is sure to put you in a tropical Christmas mood.
Yeah.
Smelly Bukkake Kaka. Smelly Bukkake Kaka is the thing to do when you're diddling near the poo-poo-poo. Ever notice how much I sound like Robert Goulet?
Yeah, it's amazing how you sound just like him. What else did you sing this holiday season?
And finally, your mother's favorite, Wide Fistmas by Spooey Armstrong. And may all your Fistmases be wide.
Beautiful.
Merry Christmas, bitches, and that's your Hollywood trash on Rock 102.
Down the Rock 102, Springfield's Classic Rock at 6:13. And Fleetwood Mac with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
It is going to be mix of sun and clouds with a high of 47. Tomorrow, sunny with a high of 54. Looking at 26 right now in downtown Springfield.
I can't confirm anything, but there's a chance that a regular guest may show up sometime this morning, but we'll find out for sure.
A little bit later this morning, like 7:45, something like that.
7:45? What's that all about?
Well, maybe a car's not working properly this morning. Whatever. It's always an excuse with this guy. Anyway, I was kidding. A couple of different things. First of all, going back to that Pat Kelly video with him opening the present.
Yeah.
And then, like, the people who comment, and you got to remember, this thing has gone viral. So there's people who don't know how this works.
Yeah.
How this whole thing works.
This is being viewed by people outside the area.
Many, many people outside of the area. And then this lady writes on the TikTok this morning, this is a factual way to spot a narcissist 100%.
Meaning you? Or meaning Pat?
I don't know, and either way, she's wrong because maybe she's saying, well, because you're making it all about yourself, like the gift opening thing. But I explained to her, and I just said, I'm not really following you on that. This is a tradition 10 years or more in the making. I think it's 11 years actually. We started doing it. It's a workplace that had the most boring office lunches that I could ever.
I'll vouch for that.
Because that was basically when I started doing this was after they stopped taking us out to dinner at night.
Right. And those parties were fun.
Yeah. And then so all of a sudden we'd have, 30 people sitting in a restaurant setting, and nobody's really, they're mingling a little bit. A lot of them are talking business, and it's like, who wants to go to this? And I try to take initiative around here to try to build morale. The whole cake day thing. Look how well that worked out.
Well, everyone loves cake day.
And you know what? I basically shifted all of the responsibilities to that gal upstairs who's the sovereign cake prince now.
Yeah.
Because she feels like she's better off in control of that.
She probably is.
Yeah.
But you are the. You are the spark.
Pioneer.
You're the straw that stirs the drink.
I just, like, don't you want to work in a place where you have fun? Like, isn't it?
Well, I think for many of us, we just want to work in a place that has a regular paycheck.
Well, that too. But I mean, for all the mundane things that, they try to do.
Oh, yeah.
For us. So I said, people look forward to this every year.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, I try not to get the same person. It's all in good fun. The weird part is no one has really taken me to task and tried to retaliate. There was the nice lady last year, Laurel, upstairs.
Yeah.
She gave me one of these 3D printed puzzle things to open the gift card, but it wasn't like anything, it was fun. It wasn't anything,
but it
ridiculous.
wasn't anything, that was impossible to open.
And I said, the weird part is no one has really taken me to task to retaliate. But that's what makes it so nice, because somebody is probably thinking in their head, how can I get back at this mother effer
right
when I finally get his name to pick for the Secret Santa? And I said, that would be the day. It's going to be hilarious and glorious because there's nothing like a good revenge story, and finally feeding the guy who's been doing it for all these years. Somebody will eventually get back at me to that, and I will welcome that because that's what makes it fun.
The problem that we have is that withdrawing your name for Secret Santa comes much responsibility.
Yeah.
And most people simply do not have enough hours in the day or resources to get it done. Now, you put time and effort into all of this. The rest of us just don't really have the drive to do it. Now, I've never picked you, and you've never picked me. Mm-hmm. I kind of like the way that's worked out so far.
But you never know. It's luck of the draw.
It's total luck of the draw.
Yeah.
But I guarantee you, if the day should come that I get Steve Nagle, the Secret Santa, It's going to be go time.
That's what I'm talking about, but that's what makes it so fun.
Yeah,
because somebody is going to do it.
I am proactively throwing down the gauntlet and saying, if by chance I get your name, I'm going to make that thing virtually impossible. I don't know if it's going to be concrete. I don't know if it's going to be, what it's going to be. Maybe like a bucket of bees.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Right. But as far as, the narcissism thing, I don't understand.
People throw that word around like they know what the hell it means.
No, I don't think they do know what
I think it's a convenient moniker for people who, in some eyes, think is all about them. But narcissism really is a very, very difficult and multifaceted diagnosis of an individual's personality.
I'm petty.
You're definitely petty.
Yeah.
And there's a maturity thing too, that we could talk about all day long. But that's not for me to say.
No, I'll never mature. I'll be forever spelling penis on the letters in a Hobby Lobby for as long as I can, as long as I'm here on this earth.
See, and that's what makes you so special, because you know and embrace it.
Yeah,
a lot of people who are truly immature don't even know they're immature. They just go about their business thinking, I'm the most mature person in this building. But before I get into something important, let me blow snot rockets on the wall.
But the immaturity part is, I try to make it funny. Like, I try to have a joke behind it where everybody can laugh at it, going, oh, well, there he goes again.
See, now I knew what was coming up this last time, and I knew Pat was going to get it, and I knew that Pat was going to probably either stroke out, have a heart attack, or just throw it on the wall and storm out.
Nobody foresaw that until it was actually happening.
No, it was actually happening.
Yeah.
I mean, at that point, we're like, is he going to be okay? But that was the fun. Now, had an ambulance had to be called in, that would have been a party we'd be talking about for years. And in my mind, that's a success.
Yeah, it's all part of building morale around here because, listen, we got the smell of dead mice and mold in here every single day. Don't you want to make it fun just a little bit? Just a little bit?
Any bit of inconvenience on somebody else's behalf makes the rest of us quite happy.
Yeah. So again, I don't even know if she's local or national, somewhere else.
Probably not.
But people get upset. People get upset when they see videos. I don't know what it is. They're just so mad.
Well, because they don't have the context. If they had the context or they knew who Pat was, they'd say, "Oh yeah, you probably could have done worse."
Speaking of comments, somebody sent me this. Where is this now? From the Westfield Community Forum.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's always some good stuff on there. Where is the... Oh, wait. Oh, so this guy on the Westfield Community Forum. Westfield Big Y. I picked up a 24-pack of bottled water, bag ripped, bottles everywhere, reaching out to management now for video footage. How is it the store's fault that the water bag you broke open? And some guy said, did you use both hands to pick it up from both ends, or did you just grab it from one end? Because that's usually how that happens.
I'm often told by the bagger, grab this with both hands.
Mine always seem to rip if I grab it from one side, and it sucks. Why didn't you speak with the management while you were there? Yeah, why didn't you speak with the man? Hey, I'm an idiot, and I grabbed this case from one end, and it ripped open. I believe you owe me a case of water.
And I am not leaving here until I get some recompense.
What are you talking about? $5 for a case of water, probably?
Unbelievable. Well.
Has your day been so ruined that you need to go on the community? And like the people said, why didn't you just take care of it then?
When you put together a list of all the many calamities and tragedies in the world, a ripped bag is probably not in the top 15.
No, it's really not.
It's not.
But
you can live.
Again, that's narcissism.
It's 6:23 with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102. It's 6:26 with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
The forecast, because late Liam, I'll call him this morning, because it did come through.
It did?
Eventually. But whatever. I'll pick on him later.
Okay.
Mix of sun and clouds today with a high of 47. Tomorrow, sunny with a high of 54. It's 26 right now in downtown Springfield.
Hey, Weird Al is bringing his bigger and weirder tour to Tanglewood, July 21st, and Rock 102 wants to send you the show. Weird Al is not available for interviews, of course, but we got tickets. Pat Kelly will have tickets for you this week for your chance to win. For details about the show, go to rock102.com/concerts. Weird Al at Tanglewood from Rock 102, Springfield's Classic Rock.
Those tickets are like $500.
They're gold, is what they are.
Which is crazy to think, because for years you could buy those tickets for like $30. Even the last time I wanted to go see him was 2016 when he was at the Calvin Theater.
Mm-hmm.
They were struggling to sell tickets to that show, which was I'm like, oh, well, I guess not a lot of people like Weird Al. Now, like, it's just this phenomenon.
It's a new resurgence, and now he can play hot spots like Tanglewood.
Well, good for him.
Yeah.
I think that's awesome. You ready to laugh?
Yes.
All right.
It's Bax and Nagle's Joke of the Day
I'm funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown. I amuse you.
on Rock 102,
I make you laugh.
Springfield's Classic Rock.
The Dallas Cowboys visited an orphanage yesterday.
Really?
Yeah, the quote was, it was sad to see so many faces without hope, according to Philip, age 6. It's the kid from the orphanage. And by the way, what do the Dallas Cowboys and Joel Osteen have in common?
I don't know.
They can both make crowds of 100,000 people stand up and yell, Jesus Christ! You know, the Cowboys really are America's team.
Really?
Yeah, they're sitting at home on the couch watching the Super Bowl with the rest of America every single year. Oh, boy.
Bax and Nagle in the morning on Rock 102.
6:31 with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102. It's time for news brought to you by Aquapump, an expert in all water supply systems from the well to the pump and into the house. Here's local radio icon Steve Nagle.
Thank you, Bax.
You're welcome, Steve.
Guess what?
What?
Springfield Crossing, the new shopping plaza occupying the former site of the Eastfield Mall, is scheduled to have its grand opening today at 11 a.m. The reconstruction of the site represents a $77 million investment aimed at revitalizing retail options in the area.
Because, there's no retail anywhere else in that street.
Well, what else is in there that's opening other than we've already had the Chipotle? The Chipotle opened, right?
Chipotle opened,
The
Chick-fil-A,
BJ's.
BJ's.
Yeah, so what else is there to open? How do you have a grand opening? A grand opening would mean everything's going to open today.
No, a grand opening is when they make a big deal of the fact that it's been open for a week with their soft opening. But if you've been standing in line in your car on Boston Road looking to get into the new BJ's over the last couple of days, this is when they really celebrate your presence.
Has there been a line outside?
Yeah, apparently so. I haven't been over there since it opened. As close as I live to Boston Road, and I often don't go down that way.
See, this is the time to go to the Chicopee one.
We went to Costco last night.
Yeah.
And we didn't go to the BJ's. Could have gone to BJ's. Got memberships to both. We went to the Costco.
Which one?
Enfield.
Why do you pay the taxes down there? You can go to West Springfield and not pay the
Because it's
taxes.
convenient.
Is the taxes that you're paying on the goods that you're buying?
The amount of gas it cost me to cross the river all the way into West Side? Please. It all evens out. Anyway, it was not as crowded as I would have expected it.
At the Costco?
No. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of people in the way. And a lot of people moving slowly like they've never been inside the place before. But not as crazy as I've seen it during the holidays.
Speaking of retail stuff, yesterday I go, the kids got to go to Walmart. I got to pick up a few, gift type stuff anyway. So we go to the Walmart in Westfield. And I needed to get this thing for a gift for one of my kids. It's like a makeup type product.
Sure.
So my kid is on the other side of the store, and she's getting her stuff, and I'm like, well, I'm going to go over to the cosmetic thing, and I'm going to get what I need to get over here. So an item I need is only $6.59, whatever it is, $6, $7, $6, $7. And it's locked behind a case, right?
Locked. Why?
Absolutely. I don't know. Everything, all the cosmetic stuff is locked up behind a thing. And then there's a little...
Are there like bands of rogue people in the neighborhood looking to get pretty?
Well, this is what I'm trying to figure out. I get it that, people shoplift and, makeup is a high-end item that people, you could resell that somewhere or whatever. But there's this little button up above the cosmetic thing that says, press here to have an associate help you here at Walmart, right?
Right.
So I push the button, and the little voice goes, a Walmart associate will be here to assist you shortly. Well, that lasted for about 5 minutes, and then another, like a younger girl and her friend come over, and they push the button, and they're like, a Walmart associate will be here to help you in a few minutes. So then like another 5 minutes goes by. Another lady walks up, and she goes, did you already push the button? And I said, we both pushed the button. So somebody else comes up and pushes the button again.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're working on 15 minutes, and nobody has come to this kiosk. So then the younger girl and her friend go up to the front to ask somebody to send somebody over to open up the makeup case.
Right.
So we can all grab our items. And that's another 5 minutes. Nobody shows up. And then another lady walks up and goes, I pushed that bell 30 minutes ago and nobody showed up either.
So why is it there?
I have no idea. I don't know if it's like they're short-staffed because of the holidays, but even if you are, how much business are you losing by not keeping that stuff open and not having somebody there to open the case for you?
I often wonder whether or not those things are actually connected to any alert. Like if it's just a button that makes you feel better.
Like a crosswalk button that doesn't really work.
It's kind of like the button on a Tickle Me Elmo. Something happens, but it's very unsatisfying.
Yes. That's exactly what it is.
What a ripoff. So if you needed something that was in a case, makeup, razor blades, Axe body spray, you weren't going to get it. There's nobody there to help you.
Well, here's the thing. So I have other items. I have a bottle of body wash that's not locked up. I took that off the shelf.
Okay.
And I have one of them loofah things. The loofahs. A loofah.
You like to loofah?
Why? You got to get all the dead skin off your body. What? You don't do that? You don't scrub your body?
Of course I scrub my body.
What do you use?
Huh?
You don't use a loofah?
Like a 3-grit sandpaper.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like you need to have whatever. It doesn't matter. So I only got 2 items. I would have had 3 if somebody had come over and opened the case.
Right.
And finally I said, I'm giving up. I'm not even entertaining this. I've already entertained this way too long.
Your time is expensive. You can't be waiting around there forever for them to serve you.
Yeah.
There's always some other store that's got the same stuff you can go to.
So then we have 4 items that we're checking out. My daughter has 2 items. I have 2 items. Less than $25, right? Check out at the self-checkout that you do yourself. And then there's a guy standing there going, can I check your receipt, sir? What?
Oh, so that guy will do his job.
Well, that's what I'm getting at. I'm like, you got this guy checking to make sure somebody doesn't steal something from the very Walmart that you have put in safeguards that nobody can steal that stuff anyway because it's behind a locked case. And now you're asking me with the 4 items that I have in my hand that are clearly not worth much of anything other than less than $25 total.
No, but they're asking everybody, or were they just singling you out?
No, they ask everybody. When you walk out there's a guy at the door. That's what they do. It's not his fault that he's standing there. That's his job.
So it's like they do it at Costco.
Right, but I'm talking about the mismanagement of the place who doesn't have an employee to open up the thing. How are you supposed to keep selling something if you keep it locked up all the time and then have nobody to go over there to open it up for anyone?
It's a good question, and I don't have an answer for you. Maybe it's like a number you can call. Can you call the Walton family and
the hell do I care? But they
get
don't
some
care.
help.
They don't care about me. Why?
Well, if they don't care about you, then eventually that's going to spread to everybody, and then all of a sudden, Walmart's going to crumble.
I don't think Walmart's going to crumble. They're screwing people in many other different ways, so it's not like a thing. But I just found that so odd that you would lock up a product that you would probably make more money on, because I'm sure, I had a $7 item that I was going to buy, but I'm sure that all the other stuff in the case is, $30 to $50 for some of that makeup and stuff in there. So how do you know you didn't turn away two other customers who were going to buy, who God knows what they were going to buy?
Plenty of other things that are far more expensive that don't get locked up at a Walmart.
Yeah, that was the other. I said that to the two people standing there. I said, all this other stuff that's wide open that you could just walk out the garden center with right now.
Yeah, and no one will stop you.
But L'Oreal, for God forbid somebody took the $6 thing of L'Oreal. Oh, my God.
That guy just walked out of here with 5 bags of mulch. But yet, I want some Axe body spray, and I got to show proof and press a button.
Bow, check, wow, wow.
Doesn't make any sense.
Westfield High School was placed in a shelter in place for an alleged swatting call on Tuesday morning. Westfield Police Captain Eric Hall said that at 8 a.m., the Westfield High School administration received a phone call reporting a possible threat in one of the school's bathrooms. School officials put the building in a shelter in place while the officers swept the building. They have cops, the janitorial staff not around. They sweep the building now?
They're like chimney sweeps.
Wow.
Like, Dick Van Dyke and Mary Poppins.
What a real public service officer, though. Not only are you a police officer protecting the public, you're now sweeping.
Yeah, you're now custodial help.
Yeah, but that shows initiative, that you're picking up a broom and you're sweeping the building.
Exactly.
It was determined safe at 8:25 a.m. after officers found that the reported threat was not legitimate. Police were at the school while students transitioned from their classes and would remain there throughout the day. Everybody did respond well. We were able to determine early that it was a swatting incident, according to Captain Hall. But you have to treat every one of these with potential that it could be real, because you don't want to underestimate the situation. The Westfield Police is currently investigating the matter and working to determine the source of the phone call. They say at no time students were in danger during the incident, and operations resumed after about 40 minutes. The superintendent of Westfield School said there will be consequences if it is determined that an individual within the school system made the reported threat. The problem with those swatting incidents is they're usually done by like an internet, something that doesn't have like the actual IP address of where the call is coming from. So you might never find who did it because these things are pretty elaborate.
Yeah.
How many times have you heard somebody go, "Oh, this guy was arrested for swatting incidents"? You hear more about swatting incidents than you do about the people being held accountable for them because it's very hard to catch them.
Well, I mean, we've said this for years. The good scammers are way ahead of you. And a good scammer ain't ever going to get caught.
Right.
Because the moment there's a little bit of heat on them, they start switching up what they do, and they get around it.
What began as a playful neighborhood display on Maple Street in East Longmeadow has continued to grow and gain national scale attention as East Longmeadow's inflatable chicken run attracts visitors, media coverage, and hundreds of online followers. I just saw a house yesterday at the end of Westwood that had signs up in the front yard, and clearly a chicken that's not inflated as of this moment, but probably is at night. The stretch of Maple Street near the intersection of Marshall Street is now lined with dozens of illuminated inflatable chickens, many dressed in Santa hats and seasonal attire. The display sits alongside an adjacent holiday setup, creating a brightly lit corridor that has become a regular stop for passerby during the evening hours. According to an update shared with 22 News by resident Joshua Sand, the chicken run has expanded significantly since it's first appeared this holiday season.
So how many houses are doing it now? Because the first time I went down there was only like 4 houses participating.
Well, yesterday there was quite a few of them now, so it's gaining in popularity.
Everyone's got to keep up with the Joneses. Yeah. So you don't want to be that one guy who doesn't have a whole bunch of inflatables in your front yard.
Get this part of the article. You ready? The display has been the subject of news articles, radio interviews on 94.7 WMAS. Oh, I'm sure that garnered a lot of attention.
Wow. And that's like that's like a tree falling in the woods, right?
Yeah. And if nobody hears it, does it actually happen? If nobody hears your chicken run, does it actually even exist?
And you still pulling up a billboard, claiming you're number one in a demographic that's not actually existing.
And also a video produced by East Longmeadow's public access channel, LCAT. That's what they call that? LCAT? I guess so.
I guess they do.
ELCAT. The video has surpassed 600,000 views on LCAT's Instagram account, helping push the chicken run beyond a neighborhood curiosity and into a viral moment. Online engagement has grown alongside the physical display. The Facebook group dedicated to the project, titled "Why'd the Chicken Cross the Road?" has now nearly 500 members. Residents use the group to share photos, coordinate additions to the display, and celebrate the community response. The original idea behind the chicken run was rooted in humor and togetherness, with neighbors aiming to create something lighthearted during the holiday season. A petition remains active, proposing that the section of Maple Street between Westwood Road and Marshall Street be renamed Chicken Run, citing community pride and the positive reaction for visitors. I guess so.
I mean, listen, it's fun to drive past. It's a lot of electricity being blasted out of East Longmeadow.
That's neither here nor there.
No, but still, I mean, it's nice, but it's like, you do realize, folks, you're gonna have to put all that stuff away.
As the display continues to grow, residents say the goal remains unchanged: to give people something unexpected to smile about. Then why would you go on WMAS?
I don't know.
Haven't the people suffered enough this depression holiday season? You know, you're trying to lift people up, and then you go over there.
Mm-hmm. There are almost as many inflatables on these lawns as there are banks here in East Longmeadow.
I don't even think that's possible, is it?
Yes, it's the financial center of Western Mass.
Well, I mean, that's but there's no drive-through chicken runs, are there? You can't have a drive-thru.
There are no drive-thrus in town other than a bank.
Your Pioneer Valley forecast today: mix of sun and clouds with a high of 47. Tomorrow, sunny with a high of 54. It is 27 right now in downtown Springfield. I'm Steve Nagle, and that's the news on Rock 102. Aw, yeah.
Rock 102, Springfield's classic rock. It's 6:52 in the doors with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
I thought that was an asthma attack.
It was in the studio, but they were able to get an inhaler, and he was fine.
Mixed sun and clouds with a high of 47 today. It's 27 right now in downtown Springfield.
Bourbon, Barbecue, and Blues is coming back to the Log Cabin in Holyoke, brought to you by Dave Miner Exterior Home Improvements. Happens January 31st from 6 to 9. A great night, lots of fun, good food, great drinks, and some great music, too, from Neil and the Vipers. Your admission not only includes all the music, but also a Pendleton whiskey tasting and the multi-course meal that is always fantastic. Tickets, again, on sale at rock102.com. Makes a perfect holiday gift. Bourbon, Barbecue, and Blues, January 31st at the Log Cabin, brought to you by Dave Miner Exterior Home Improvements and Rock 102, Springfield's classic rock.
Let's see. These festivals, music festivals.
Mm-hmm.
There's an article from ABC Australia about outside of a set of festival toilets, 27-year-old Remy Ransing says she was chatting with a fellow partygoer carrying a walking stick when she asked a simple question: "Why do you have a walking stick?" And the guy says, "It matches my hat," she was told. It's an emerging trend which Remy and other young festival goers say they're seeing at events around Australia this year. And with the use of one particular illegal drug reaching new records, they are drawing a link. "I've noticed this surge of young men using walking sticks at festivals," Remy told the Triple J Hack.
Mm-hmm.
It's an actual walking aid that they have. I saw a couple of walking frames, too, because, like the walkers,
Sure.
Because it affects the way you feel your legs and walk, so that's why people use it. It's the use of ketamine that are causing people to wobble while they walk, and not the wobble like that dance, the wobble.
Wobble, 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 wobble.
This is because of the increased use of ketamine at these festivals. Now, somebody recently went to a concert here that we know, and she was saying she saw her and her husband saw this guy with a orange juice container in his hand.
Mm-hmm.
And that apparently is to reduce the paranoia effects you would get from magic mushrooms, or maybe even
Orange juice does it?
Apparently.
With or without pulp?
I would say with pulp. I would say if you're going to get the full vitamin C experience, you're going to want lots of pulp.
Yeah.
Anyway.
There's lots of reasons to not want to go to a music festival.
Yeah.
The ketamine use might be one thing. Ecstasy was pretty pretty hot for a while. So was some Molly. It's always something new.
Yeah.
It's always something new, and it always winds up resulting in somebody doing something really stupid.
The Ket stick trend has emerged in Australia as illegal ketamine use continues to grow in that country.
Mm-hmm.
The rise in ketamine consumption is a potentially dangerous trend, and some festival goers like Remy are warning that the increased use of the drug is ruining festival culture. Yeah, for you, because you're not doing it. If you were on ketamine, you might have the best time of your life.
Maybe.
Stop complaining.
Maybe, but I would strongly suggest not starting it.
Hey, I like to party too, doesn't everybody? Ketamine is legally used as a pain relief in hospitals as well as to treat severe forms of depression and by vets to sedate large animals like horses. It is illegal to use ketamine to get high, and the use and abuse of the drug recreationally comes with risks to the bladder and kidneys.
Well, that'll stop them.
That's like those people that have done coke all their lives, and then they start having bowel issues.
Yes.
Because of I guess it just tears a giant hole inside of you. Anything. Alcohol will do the same to alcohol. Most people who suffer from alcohol, the effects of alcohol, die of heart failure before they die of liver cirrhosis. Because that's the number one thing when you're swallowing all that stuff.
It's terrible for you.
Yeah.
Think about this, though. Let's say you go to a festival, $500 a ticket. Then you go and buy your ketamine. I don't know what the price point of that is, but it's probably not that cheap. If you've got like a 3-day festival, you got to you got to stock up.
Yeah.
Okay. There's all of that. There's the merch table. There's refreshments. Then there's the ambulance ride. Then there's the copay. And if you haven't hit your deductible, that's going to be even more expensive. And then there's also the police involvement.
Yeah.
That's going to result in some sort of fine, a bail, court costs. I got to tell you, none of it is worth it to me.
Turns into a $15,000 weekend.
Yeah. All of a sudden, going to a music festival seems potentially irresponsible.
It's just funny how like ketamine has that been around?
Yeah, no, it's been around
for a long, long time.
Well, about a long, long time. But as far as the abuse of it, that's been going on for a bit.
All it takes is somebody to find out. Hey, this will make you high. This will get you feel good. It would be, that's how abusive drugs start. Clearly, there was somebody who was convincing enough to other people going, you got to really try this shiznit, man. This is really good.
I was putting some model airplanes together, and I started sniffing the glue. Oh, my God, what a buzz.
That's some good stuff, that glue.
It's 6:57 at Rock 102.
And now, Bax's View from the Couch. Brought to you by Rocky's Ace Hardware, Winter Storm headquarters before and after the storm.
Hey, good morning, sports fans. How the heck are you? Folks, as you know, basketball is a funny little game. 1 minute you got a gym teacher at Springfield College throwing rubber balls into a peach basket. The next minute you're talking about the league expansion of the NBA. Quite a jump forward, of course, but a necessary one, because as you know, the NBA is desperate to find new ways of attracting financial opportunities. After all, the current average value of an NBA franchise appears to be stalled at just over $4.6 billion per team. And that's simply no way to survive in today's very competitive marketplace. If only there was something that the NBA could do that could expand its stagnating financial opportunities. Yesterday, while under the bright incandescent glow of the NBA Cup Championship between the New York Knicks and San Antonio Spurs, Commissioner Adam Silver spoke about the future of the NBA. And according to the commissioner, he will be carefully looking into the possibility of a major expansion next year. That's not to say there'll be more teams in the NBA next year. He's just talking about thinking about it sometime next year. Specifically, he mentioned expanding the league to such cities as Seattle, which, as you may recall, is a city that couldn't keep their last franchise from bouncing out of town back in 2008. The other potential location for NBA expansion is the city of Las Vegas. To me, this move would make the most sense. Imagine the convenience of sharing inside information and point shaving directly with gamblers at sportsbooks rather than having to go through the inconvenient third party every time someone tries to exploit the system. A move to Vegas cuts out the middleman and makes illegal gambling and poker games an absolute breeze. Why Adam Silver's been sitting on his ass this long without this kind of expansion beats me. The proximity of this location makes it so much easier to gamble, to get a hooker, to see a show, to accumulate reward points, and foster an environment that seamlessly binds competitive basketball with organized crime in an efficient and cost-effective way. And I'm all for something like this, and frankly surprised that it hasn't happened already. But hey, enough of my yapping. Sports brought to you by Rocky's Ace Hardware. Milwaukee tools are tough tools. The Milwaukee $20 tool sale is going on right now at Rocky's. It's like a gift shop of hand tools and accessories. Tape measures, pliers, drill bits, you name it. And it's all available at your neighborhood Rocky's Ace Hardware. I'm Bax. That's my view from the couch. Rock 102, Springfield's Classic Rock. It's just about 7:12, and Eddie Money with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
It's going to be a mix of sun and clouds today with a high of 47. It is 27 right now in downtown Springfield.
You know, we were talking about you doing some shopping yesterday, and I've done most of my shopping online. Right now, our office looks like an Amazon fulfillment center.
It's crazy.
There's so much damn cardboard.
Yeah.
I took pictures yesterday, but I didn't know what to do with it. Like I thought, well, maybe I'll make a video about all the cardboard that's sitting in our office.
Yeah.
But then I thought, well, some of the things that we bought, like the name of it is like on the side of the box.
You don't want to let the gift recipient know that what you got them.
So I'll have to reposition some of the cardboard. But I couldn't get to my chair today when I got into the office. I actually had to move some things around just to get like 5 feet, because it's really overwhelming.
I'll use that. You want to get rid of some of that? We can cut it up, and I can use it in my burn barrel. I have my burn barrel.
Oh yeah.
It's just paper, It's what it is.
What could possibly go wrong?
A fire, a blaze, any number of things.
Well, before we start tearing that cardboard up, I really think people should get a real appreciation for what's been jammed in there.
Yeah,
because it looks like a hoarding situation, but it's really not, because all that cardboard is empty. It will get recycled at some point. Right now, it's just like an overwhelming deluge. It's like one of those big, giant, Amazon warehouses, just loaded with boxes ready to go out on the road for delivery.
Right.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah, it's like the Santa's elves are working hard in that office.
They sure are, around the clock.
It's the only time work actually gets done this time of year in that office is Christmas time.
Well, I wrapped up like an enormous box yesterday.
I saw that. I walked in. It was like, and I asked you what it was. You told me what it was, and I'm like, that's an incredibly large piece of thing, or I don't want to give it away.
It's just a large box. The item inside is really not that large, but the box is large to protect what's inside of it.
Well, I showed you that other box that had unnecessary packaging. You talk about waste in this country.
Mm-hmm.
Here I order something that is probably, I don't know, maybe 3 feet long, right?
Sure.
And it comes in a 5-foot box. So, but it's within its own packaging. But it's a blank cardboard box anyway.
Right.
So why not just ship that box versus putting it in a bigger box to do that?
That box almost looked like one of them nesting doll types of things. There was like a box inside a box. And I thought, who is this for? Pat Kelly?
Yeah, well, that's usually how we work around here. Yeah.
I mean, that's what it looked like. It just seemed to be a little redundant with the cardboard.
Yeah. Too much cardboard.
Absolutely.
But I'm thinking about I'm not really doing anything for Christmas. I'm just staying at home. I don't have any plans. I'm okay with that.
Sure.
So I don't have to cater to a dinner. You know what I mean? I don't need to go all. I'll get something good. I'm gonna stop by the Autumn Mist over there and get some beef. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get some beef, but there's only 3 of us, so I don't really need to buy a whole lot, because it's nice and simple. I don't see the point in making all of this stuff that only
For 3 people, no.
One adult and 2 teenagers are probably not going to eat everything.
Yeah, see, we're hosting Christmas just like we hosted Thanksgiving. And I'm also going to get a big, gigantic side of beef as well.
Yeah.
I got to figure out how much beef I got to get for 11 people and where I'm going to go to get it. But I'll probably go to my usual stops for the beef.
11 people?
Yeah, that's right.
What are you, out of your mind?
Yes.
Wow, good for you.
In short, yes.
I wish you Godspeed.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's a lot of people.
It's a lot of people, Steve, but you know what? It's the holidays, and holidays are all about friends and family, aren't they?
Yeah. Yes, they are.
Well, we told all our friends to stay home. It's nothing but family.
I think for Christmas Eve, usually Christmas Eve I do, because we have this tradition where we open one gift on Christmas Eve. You know, it's usually something small and silly or something like that. But then we have appetizers.
Sure.
So I'm gonna make those small little wieners with the wrapped in the crescent rolls. Oh. I love those things.
The pigs in the blanket?
Yeah, little pigs in the blanket. I love those. It's like one of my favorite appetizers. If they're done right.
Are you doing like the little hot dog wieners? Or are you doing those little smokies?
Little smokies.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
those are good.
I'm a big fan of the big weenie wrap.
You can get the 2-pack of little smokies from whatchamacallit?
Costco's?
Costco.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you get those. Get the crescent rolls. You got all that stuff.
Good stuff, man.
And then I'm going to order some pierogies and some galumpkies.
Wow.
From Burnett's.
Good place.
Over in Chicopee.
Good choice.
Yeah, very good choice.
Very good.
So I'm looking forward to that. That's like I kind of like the appetizer hour better than I do the actual Christmas dinner.
See, for us, it's just the two of us, and our feeling like if we really want something, we just go ahead and get it.
Yeah.
So the Christmas thing, my guess is, so she's on vacation starting on Friday. So my guess is she'll get all her Christmas gifts by Sunday or Monday.
Yeah.
That's just the way it goes.
This weekend?
Probably, something like that. So I'm going to probably bring everything home tomorrow. But nevertheless, it's like, okay, we're all cool here. And that's the magic of Christmas. Whereas as I was a kid, I would wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, run downstairs, see what Santa left, and then my dad would wake up and he'd put all the things together that Santa didn't put together before he climbed back up the chimney with care.
Santa once left me a passed out man under a Christmas tree.
Really? Yeah. Just what you, just like you had every year.
Yeah, it was so strange.
Yeah,
I'm like, I didn't even ask for this.
These family traditions.
Yeah,
they're heartwarming.
I must have been a bad kid that year. I got coal and not even just in the stocking, under the entire tree.
Yeah, but you were probably able to get a good deposit on the cans, on the empties.
Well, that's how I bought myself a Christmas present after that. You go redo the returns.
Those are the visions of sugar plums dancing in your head.
Those are worth 5 cents a piece. 10 in Michigan. But yeah, that's shaping up to be a good Christmas you got there.
You know what? It'll be nice. Yeah. It's the same group that we had for Thanksgiving. It was a very nice day. But
it's not about the people getting together. It's about how long they stay. There has to be a point where somebody is always lingering. Like there's always a lingerer.
Yeah. I would say though, when it comes to our family, once the dessert has been served and finished, everyone leaves. No one really hangs. It's just more like, okay, we've completed our mission here. It's time to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have no problem with that.
I try to have a little holiday party every year for a very small group of friends that come over for that.
Right,
and that's not happening now until New Year's weekend because nobody's really available. Everybody's got different plans and stuff. But these, I can tell these are good friends. You know how I know they're good friends?
How?
Because they read social cues and they know when to leave. I mean, you spend 4 hours at somebody's house. That's a good amount of time. You've eaten, you've shared memories, you've shared stories, and then it's time to go. And they have children too, so it's like it's time to pack it up and get the hell out of here.
See, it's been we've hosted Christmas before, and that's all very well and good. But we've I don't believe we've ever hosted Thanksgiving
Yeah.
and then Christmas. It's like usually just Christmas.
Yeah.
But this year we hosted both. And I think everybody was given enough warning that because it was coming off the Mayflower Marathon, if I just happen to disappear and go to bed, it's not to be taken personally. Christmas, if I decide I'm going to up and go take a nap in the middle of it, maybe they may take it more personally. Because that might be more of an escape rather than just, an act of survival. Mayflower Marathon time, I'm going to sleep because I got no other choice.
So why don't you go work at a food bank the day before and go, you know what? I'm so tired from from handing out all those meals I did yesterday. I'm going to go take a little nap. You could do that.
Yeah, I could probably could do
and then
that.
And then you do something good for the holidays. You did something nice.
Yeah. By the way, thanks to Mike the lawn guy, got us a very nice gift for the holidays.
Yeah, you know what? Not really impressed with the array of gifts. As a matter of fact, that 5 minutes that we were going to give him on Saturday at the matinee show at the Shortstop, that's been revoked.
What are you talking about? The guy gave you nuts, he gave you nutcracker, gave you candies and cigars. What more do you need?
I don't know, something, something a little more, with a little more bouginess to it.
Man, you selfish bastard! The guy put his time and energy and good cash into this. Very generous.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, he can get 4.5 minutes.
He can get 6 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't realize you were going to go the opposite direction.
I don't know how much he's prepared. I'm actually looking forward to seeing him do stand up. He's very funny on the open lines. I can only imagine that
he's funny in real life too.
He's funny because he prepared things. He prepares those things that he talks about.
And he's clever. That's the thing about it. You can prepare all you want. If you're not clever, it shows.
You know what? We're boosting this guy up like he's going to be the funniest thing ever, and it'll probably be the worst thing that ever happened.
No, I don't think that's the case. Well, I'm sure there'll be somebody else on stage to do a hell of a lot worse than he does.
He's got friends already coming to the show. They're buying tickets. They're gonna watch him do his debut at the shortstop.
That'll be great. It's 7:23 on Rock 102. 27 with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
Mix of sun and clouds with a high of 47 today. It's 27 right now in downtown Springfield.
This week on Baxy's Musical Podcast, my guest is Rick Hughes, the singer of the Canadian metal band Sword. He's got a brand new solo record out that gets a lot of help from guys like Robbie Krieger from The Doors, Brad Gillis from Night Ranger, Rudy Sarzo from Quiet Riot, and Tommy Aldridge from Whitesnake. Those last three guys have not played together since they were on tour with Ozzy Osbourne during the Diary of a Madman tour. Really cool record. Very interesting story about this guy, and you can check that out on Apple Podcast, SoundCloud, Spotify, the Rock 102 YouTube channel, rock102.com, and on the app, all brought to you by Metro Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram at Chicopee, and Rock 102, Springfield's Classic Rock.
Let's see. Here's a weird thing. A South Bay, California, mortuary business and funeral services director are accused of giving a grieving father a bag with his son's brain erroneously placed in it.
Okay.
According to a newly filed lawsuit, the family is suing the Lima Family Erickson Memorial Chapel in San Jose. Do you know the way to San Jose?
Yeah, I do, but I'm not going to go there.
Lima Family Santa Clara Mortuary and a licensed funeral director for allegedly mishandling human remains. According to the lawsuit, Alexander Pinon died in his side of his Santa Clara home in May. His mother signed a contract with Lima to pay more than $10,000 for a full-service memorial tribute package, including embalming, dressing, casketing, transportation of remains, and funeral service. The Pinon's family members decided that for the funeral, they wanted their deceased loved one to be dressed in different clothing other than what he was wearing the day he died. His father met the funeral director, Anna Singh, at the mortuary to receive his son's clothing on June 4th. Singh handed the father a red bag indicating biohazardous material, the suit states, and told him that the bag contained his son's clothing. The father drove directly home, opened up his washing machine, and dumped the contents of the bag straight into the washing machine. The father made the disturbing discovery the bag did not contain any clothing, but rather it only contained human brain matter.
Yuck.
Wow.
That's a little overdoing it, don't you think?
What was this, Young Frankenstein? Do they take the body parts out of the bodies when they?
I don't.
How does that work?
Well, I mean, when they embalm, and they do remove a lot of the gobbledygook inside.
I guess it depends on what the method of death and how the young man died.
Perhaps, but that's really gross.
Wow. Happy holidays!
Happy holidays to you.
I guess.
Jesus.
It's kind of weird.
We got news coming up next to Rock 102.
The holidays are
7:33 with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102. It's time for news brought to you by Freedom Credit Union. Freedom is yours. Here's local radio icon Steve Nagle.
Thanks, Bax. The Springfield Crossing Plaza on Boston Road that is set to have their grand opening today has brought many new developments to the previous Eastfield Mall site, including traffic troubles. Some stores at the new Springfield Crossing have only been open since November 19th, with plenty more to come, but since the first business opened their doors, Western Mass News has received complaints regarding traffic at that intersection. That traffic is just too damn much!
To talk about it is our eye in the sky, Marty Caproni. How are you, sir?
Marty Caproni!
Guys, there's a lot of traffic. Yeah, that's
That's usually what happens when new businesses open.
Yeah.
Is that you get an influx of traffic. What happened to Cane's Chicken down in Enfield?
Yeah.
Right? Remember how long that lasted for almost a year?
Yeah, well, it's the same way in the BJs. People find out there's BJs in Springfield. They'll line around the block to get a BJ in Springfield.
$15 BJs. There's going to be a line.
Well, how many BJs do you normally get in Springfield?
Well, not usually. You have to go to different neighborhoods. Spread yourself out. Here, it's a one-stop shop.
Some stores at the new Springfield Crossing have only been open since November 19th, with plenty more to come. But since the first business opened their doors, they've received complaints regarding traffic at that intersection. Because if you're going to complain to somebody, it's the local news station, not the traffic department, highway people.
Didn't they used to have a mall there and movie theaters?
Well, yes, on the shore, right?
And a Sears.
But now it's but that's when nobody was going there.
Yeah, but I mean, years before that.
Yeah, when the movies were open and all that.
Here's
stuff.
what happens: everyone gets accustomed to there not being stuff there, and then they freak out when there's stuff there again.
Well, because it ruins the ambiance of the area.
Well, I mean, the logic is they've taken away a mecca of retail and have replaced it with a mecca of retail. It's the most brilliant plan ever. But yet people are going to go because it's got everything you want. The BJ's, they'll have the Target, the Sloppy Lobby, the Chipotle, the Chick-fil-A, and a gas station.
The last time I was in that lot, we were selling meat out of the back of a truck. And the mall was virtually closed. I think Donovan's was the only thing keeping that place open.
Mykonos was still open.
And there was plenty of space in that parking lot for a guy to fight himself. So now that guy, when he goes and tries to do his MMA training on himself, he will not be able to do that because there's no room now.
He should call the news and complain about it. Then it's a story.
Well,
because then they say, on our Facebook page, viewers left dozens of comments with their feelings after driving in that area. One comment says the parking lot is poorly designed and has too many stop signs, and it took 20 minutes just to get a parking spot. Another comment asking if there is just one entrance and exit into the parking lot because the traffic on Monday was all backed up. Western Mass News headed to the plaza to hear for themselves why customers are feeling frustrated about that route. Man, that's some hard-hitting journalism over there. Go over there and talk to people, listen to people complain about the parking situation. Marjorie Robble from Palmer says she thinks the new layout is better than the former Eastfield Mall, and it's a welcoming change.
There you go.
So you went there to find some dirt.
It didn't work
and
the way you thought.
You're like, well, what are you talking about? This place is much better than this crap hole it used to be.
Well, I mean, true story. The Eastfield Mall parking lot is where I would take my kids to learn how to drive.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you weren't going to be interrupted by traffic getting in your way of teaching an inexperienced driver how to do three-point turns and park a car. It was actually a perfect place. Now Now, with people on Boston Road taking 20 minutes to find a parking space, it's the worst place to teach a kid how to drive.
You could just go across the parking lot and teach them in Lowe's.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I suppose.
yeah.
But people still go to Lowe's,
Actually,
though.
there's quite a few people that go to Lowe's.
Really?
It's
All
the Leechmere parking lot that you want to go to.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I mean, I miss the days of Leechmere and Child World. Do you remember that? Child World and Toys R Us were
Sure
right next
do.
to each other.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
Was it Child World or Babies R Us?
No, there was Child World and Leechmere in that one little. I think it was called was that the Springdale Plaza, and then the other one was the East Springfield Mall. There was 2 malls.
Yeah.
They're changing the names of these places. I don't know what the
Yeah.
damn plazas are. Anyway, they also got the chance to speak with Eugene Sanchez of Ludlow, who said that he will be frequenting Springfield Crossing and the traffic wasn't that bad. So they listened to the people of Facebook complain about how bad the traffic is. They actually go out and speak with people who are there going, what are you talking about? This place is fine.
Yeah. Oh, that's shocking because people complained on Facebook, and nobody on Facebook does that about everything.
I bet you there are people that complain on Facebook that haven't even either driven by the site or been
1,000%.
anywhere near
Sure.
there. They just like to
1,000%.
complain.
Well, but also consider what makes news.
Yeah.
Like, for example, when we were doing the Mayflower Marathon, the reporter that had been there every single morning was told, you need to not go there this morning and do a story about Thanksgiving week traffic. And she went out and she said, ain't no traffic out here.
Traffic out here. It's pretty wide open.
This just in, no one's going to Thanksgiving yet.
However,
it's only Tuesday.
However, they did discover that 2 entrances and exits to the plaza have not changed. They are in the same spot as the old mall, and they both feed into Boston Road, causing some delays around the light and stop signs in the parking lot. Well, yeah, because it's a brand new thing, and there's a lot of people going to it. You give it 6 months, and it'll die down.
I believe, and I'm not a traffic engineer, but I believe a traffic light is supposed to cause a delay in traffic. That's why they have a light.
I think everybody is just, because we live in this world of everything needs to be done like right away, that we haven't really experienced that kind of traffic influx in this area. So when you do have something that does cause a delay, when you drive down I-91 on a Friday night, it's pretty backed up.
Yeah.
But it's nowhere near the traffic woes you would have in a Boston or another major metro area.
I think that, it's a thing across the country with that, but I think especially in the Northeast, because when you go down south, you realize how much slower paced everyone's life is.
Right.
You go into the gas station, the guy in front of you is like, hey, how's it going, Steve? I'm good. How's your sister? They have a whole conversation while and that's when you're like, come on, man, I gotta go. I gotta pay. I gotta get out of here. For what? For the extra 3 minutes? Just stand there and listen to the conversation.
Time's wasted.
Yeah.
You don't have time for conversation. You got to get on the road.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about people who maybe have trouble walking or are handicapped or whatever. I'm talking about other people that complain about, oh my God, there's no parking up near the building. Well, just park at the end and walk. You're going to be walking anyway. You're going to be walking all the way in throughout this giant, how many 1,000 square foot store that you're walking in to buy things. What the hell is the difference if you just walk an extra maybe 100 yards to where you need to go?
I feel like we're 3 old men yelling at clouds.
We are yelling at clouds.
Another thing.
It's Western Mass News' fault for bringing this up.
Well, the other thing I can't understand, and call me crazy, is why we just keep plowing over malls and then put up the same basic stores that are in a mall, but now they're all outside. But we don't live in Arizona or somewhere where you can walk outside 360 out of 365 days a year. We live somewhere where the weather's nice like 7 weeks, and then it's terrible. Why do we get away from the mall? Do you know what I mean? Like every time I go to one of those shops where you like in Hadley,
right?
When you go, there's nobody in the mall, but every store that would be in the mall is now plopped around all over Route 9 in Hadley. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, it really doesn't.
I mean, they used to say the malls are going to kill the plaza, kill all the mod pa stores, and then the plazas are going to go we're just going to evaporate. And then look what happens.
The Plaza won.
The Plaza winds up being maybe the strongest option. That's what I'm thinking. I think the Plaza's made a comeback.
A photo of several used needles and other drug paraphernalia right near a local elementary school in Holyoke gained a lot of attention on social media on
That's
Tuesday.
where I left that stuff. Oh, my God. I was looking all over the house.
The Western Mass News crew visited the scene at 3:30 that afternoon, where the area of Sargent Street had been cleaned up. Western Mass News spoke with Tapestry health officials in Holyoke on Tuesday, confirming that they were involved in cleaning up the mess. While those specific items are no longer an issue, Holyoke residents say it's an ongoing issue in that neighborhood. One resident says, even if we come out to walk our dog, there's a lot of needles, or I have to hold him, and where we have to cross the street, there's no needles or stuff thrown around the corner.
Well, you could knock me over with a feather today with these stories. Traffic in Springfield on Boston Road and needles in downtown Holyoke. I am shocked.
Last Thursday at the shortstop, you complained to me that there's nothing I can make fun about because you always bring up some serious crime story. And then here I am throwing you softballs, and you're bitching about that.
I didn't say First of all, I wasn't complaining about your selection of stories. I was complaining about the selection of what we call news. What I was saying to you before, and I wasn't complaining, all I was saying is when I come in, we're always like, this guy died. That guy got shot in the face.
Yeah.
This person
let's bring
died.
the comedian in to
and
talk
then let's
about
bring
it.
the comedian and tell him you can't make fun of the person who got shot in the face.
But isn't laughter the best medicine for grief? I mean, if you're going to...
Not for getting shot in the face. I'm pretty sure medicine is the best medicine.
I don't know. We held...
Maybe surgery even.
That cop in Springfield who got shot in the eye, they held a big benefit for him. I was part of that. Remember Phil put that together and the Officer Santiago?
Yeah.
And they put the whole thing together. He was laughing. He had one eye, and he's still laughing.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Well,
But it took him a while before he could start laughing.
But
I don't think he was laughing the moment that it
No,
happened.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was going to say, and if it was a story the next morning, I wouldn't have been able to crack jokes about it on here, you know?
When is the point, then, when you can crack the jokes?
I mean, I don't know. You guys tell me the rules.
All right.
It's all about timing. This happened yesterday, and like you said, Marty, I mean, who would have thought there would be needles in a parking lot in Holyoke? It seems unlikely at best.
Let's take a break. We'll regroup. Come back with some stories that will fit Marty's narrative better than the rest of us here. It's 28 in downtown Springfield, and that's the news on Rock 102.
Once again,
Rock 102, Springfield's Classic Rock. It's 7:52 and Rush with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
It's going to be a mix of sun and clouds with a high of 47. Tomorrow, sunny with a high of 54. It's 28 right now in downtown Springfield.
Comedian Marty Caproni is in the studio. Marty, is there any interesting things that are happening in the comedy world?
I mean, Steve was doing weather. I was going to say there's also a 100% chance of a comedy show tomorrow.
Look at you being a Brian Lapis.
Dinner and a show. Wait, if I'm Brian Lapis, I got to spit everywhere. There's a 100% chance.
No, he does the 22 news.
He enunciates with great specificity.
You know what I like about him, though? He's got a good sense of humor. Because I guess someone made a Facebook group called, like, I Hate Brian Lapis or something.
No, it's
like that.
Brian Lapis is a pompous ass, and he is a member of that
Yeah,
group.
that's what I like about him.
Yeah.
He
Gotta
just
respect
leaned
that.
into it. He's like, hilarious, I'll join.
Well, I've always said that, you know, people complain about certain people, but he's been here so long.
Yeah.
Like, he obviously doesn't suck because that place,
Right.
they would have kicked his ass out the door years ago if they didn't like him.
Adam Stremko, too. He's another, you know.
I think Adam has been
He's
there,
been there
just
for 20 years, I think.
probably more than like 25.
Actually-
and I think Lapis has been there just as long, if not longer.
It is longer than 25 because I remember him and another guy we ran into at Kahunaville
Oh, yeah.
years ago. It was another weather guy. They lived together. The two of them were roommates in this condo. The other guy left. He was only here for a couple of years, and he left, and they were having a Doppler party at their house.
Wow.
I didn't go.
That doesn't sound like a bunch of geeks showed up at the house.
Well, they were picking up chicks at Kahunaville. You want to come to the Doppler party next weekend? Huh?
A lot of weather skanks out there looking for a new meteorologist to hang with.
What if it's a crazy party? There's just tons of coke.
I'm sorry.
Like,
I'm sorry. Weather skanks.
Yeah, weather skanks.
I like that
They like to know what the dew point's going to be.
what if it's like a really amazing party? These weather guys are. Maybe they're blowing coke. 100% chance of snow.
Oh yeah, there's
Line it up.
play Informer again.
Lapis has been there since the 90s because I remember running into him at TJ's back in that was probably 98, 97, 98.
Lapis came into town after I did. I don't know how soon after I did, but I remember the first time seeing him, him just being himself. I'm going, what kind of television station has this guy and Cy Becker in the same building? What kind of place does this?
Becker. He was a John Quill, another
one.
So Lapis and Stremko are the two grandpas of that station now, right? Because Tedimer's gone.
So that I believe
Tedimer left.
Hey,
he retired.
Retired last year.
Good for him.
Or this past year he retired.
So I believe the dean of local news is Lapis.
Wow. Well,
point someone who's been there long. No, even Pisano hadn't been there that long.
Yeah, he hasn't been there.
No, it's Lapis.
Lapis is the king.
Pisano has like a really veteran presence about him, though. You know what I mean?
Pisano, I think, appears to be much older than he really is.
Yeah, he's a younger guy, probably. But he has like a veteran newsman kind of.
Well, I believe he's our age. Is Pisano. So.
But he looks. I don't know if you've ever noticed this. I have, but I may be the only one who's ever pointed it out. How similar he looks to the father in A Christmas Story.
Oh my God.
Darren McGavin.
Darren McGavin.
Yeah.
Side by side. Try to imagine the two of them swearing outside trying to change a tire. It's almost like the same guy.
Did I ever tell you my Christmas story?
No, but you're about to.
I have to tell it to you.
All right,
now.
go for it.
My friend Catherine Zatella from Chicopee, who I went to elementary school with, and she was like, "You have to tell this story on the air." And I was like, it'll never come up. But now you guys brought up the Christmas story, I got to tell a story. You know when you're a kid, your parents tell you, hey, don't believe everything you see on TV. Don't believe everything you see in the movies. Don't be stupid.
Right.
So I never did. The Christmas Story movie came out. The scene where the kid stuck his tongue to a pole, I saw it. I was like, that I never heard about it before. So I said, that's not a real thing. We're at the bus stop. There's a street sign. This kid goes, it is a real thing. I go, it's not a real thing. We go back and forth. Yeah, I dare you to do it then if it's not a real thing, huh? You loudmouth. Why don't you? Fine, I'll do it. And I stuck my tongue to a pole, and it got stuck there. And when I tell you, I panicked. I tried ripping it off. I left probably a good third of my tongue on the street pole. They ran to my mother's house about almost a quarter mile away to tell her. My mom, God bless her soul, who was not a lady that was out running marathons, came running to the bus stop with a cup of warm water. But while she ran, she spilled it all. So by the time she got to me, 2 drops hit my tongue, and it turned into even more ice.
Oh, wow.
A neighbor who was watching this whole thing unfold in his kitchen, but was making something in the morning where it was boiling water, came out and dumped a pot of almost boiling water over my head. So then my skin all turned red from the water, but my tongue released. But my mother, old Irish Catholic, good old Marion, thought that she did not believe that I was that stupid, thought I did it so I could get out of going to school. So she sent me to school with my tongue all like gauze pads and everything. Little do you know, 2 buses came by my bus stop for 2 different schools, including my own, and there I was stuck to the pole where they went by. So word spread all over Chicopee that this idiot stuck his tongue to a pole, and I went to school and was promptly made fun of Well, what am I now? That was 40 years ago. I'm still being made fun of about it today.
I can't believe you did this. Not because you didn't believe it could happen, but that there was no double or triple dog dare involved.
Actually, it literally played out like the movie. He basically said, no, then I double dog. It was like literally like a scene from the movie, and I was just like...
I wonder how many kids that happened to after watching that movie.
I know of one, and that is me. And I don't know any other kid that was that stupid to do it. But I swear to you, you ask the text line, anyone that went to school with me or high school, the story was infamous.
The stuff of legend.
Yes.
Yeah. Interesting. Well,
by the way, my least favorite Christmas movie is that one.
What's that? Christmas Story?
That's your least favorite?
I hate that movie.
What are you talking about? It's a comedy classic.
Yeah. The leg lamp?
You know, you don't like anything that's even remotely good or beloved by other people.
All right, let's talk about this after 8 o'clock.
All right, fair
it's
enough.
8 o'clock now on Rock 102.
And now, Bax's View from the Couch. Brought to you by Rocky's Ace Hardware, Winter Storm headquarters before and after the storm.
Hey, good morning, sports fans. How the heck are you? Well, folks, I cannot begin to tell you what a magical NBA Cup season this has been. I'd like to, but I can't. And that's not nearly because I'm just at a loss for words. I got plenty of words stored up in my vocabulary spank bank. Unfortunately, when it comes to the majesty and tradition of the NBA Cup, I find that most words in my arsenal are loaded with descriptive profanities. And so, because I work on a heavily regulated industry, I've chosen to avoid such expletives and focus on other ways of expressing my thoughts. Last night in Las Vegas, the New York Knicks became only the third NBA Cup champion after beating the San Antonio Spurs 124-113. Now, I can get into all the X's and O's of this thrilling in-season championship matchup, but who cares? The question is, what do the New York Knicks get out of something like this? You know, beyond all them bragging rights. Well, as it turns out, each player on the Knicks will be rewarded with a $530,933 bonus. They also walk away from this game knowing that this is the first championship trophy of any kind that they have won since May 10th of 1973, back when Patrick Ewing was just 11 years old. Yeah, that's right. It's been 52 years. And since the NBA doesn't hand out participation trophies like they do in U10 soccer, winning the 2025 NBA Cup is a heralded moment that fans will not soon forget. Or maybe they will. I know I'm over it already. But how will this extraordinary moment go down in the annals of New York Knicks basketball history? Here's my guess. Unless they can double down and win an actual NBA championship somewhere down the road, this prestigious award will probably get placed in the back of the trophy case or get used as a very expensive paperweight to hold down the $156 million worth of contracts they're currently paying their players. But don't get used to it. It might be another 52 years before the Knicks win anything else. At that point, Patrick Ewing will be 115 years old and probably not capable of enjoying it that much. But hey, enough of my yapping. Sports brought to you by Rocky's Ace Hardware. I'll show you a magic trick. It's easy. Anyone can do it. See, you get this little piece of plastic, see? A Rocky's gift card. All of a sudden, you wave your hands and boom! It turns into a Carhartt hoodie or a Craftsman tool set. Give the gift that everyone loves, the Rocky's gift card. Available now at your neighborhood Rocky's Ace Hardware. I'm Bax. That's my view from the couch. Rock 102, Springfield's Classic Rock. It's 9:14 and Queen with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
It's going to be mix of sun and clouds with a high of 43. It is 29 right now in downtown Springfield.
Hey, you know what?
What?
Steve's always so particular about you being a minute off. Yeah. You just said it's 9:14, I think.
Did I see that?
Which is an hour off.
Oh, I meant 8:14. You know, it's listen, I'm just trying to end the show sooner.
I don't even call him out on it anymore because he's always wrong.
I'm not always wrong.
Mostly wrong.
I don't get any congratulations the time I get it right. Probably at least
You had the minute
81%
right.
of the time. What?
You had the minute right. Fine.
Well, okay. Listen, it's okay. Listen, if you want to mock my learning disability that I've been tortured with for the last 59 years, you go right ahead.
Is it a learning disability?
Well, that's what I'm going to call it. Sure.
How have you survived this whole entire life?
I think he's been very successful.
It ain't been easy.
Clock phobia. Clock lexia.
Yeah. I think the strength of my other talents almost overshadows my inconsistencies.
One time years ago we had a gift exchange here, and I gave you a book on how to tell time, and clearly you never used it. You never used it.
Nope.
Probably still unwrapping it.
Probably hasn't even been wrapped. Anyhow,
A Christmas Story. It's okay. It's not like the best movie ever.
My buddy Ken Holmes just texted me.
Yeah.
He's like, still remember it like it was yesterday. He's like, fifth grade. I was like, oh, God. See, that I was too old to know better about the whole tongue on the pole thing.
you should have known. I mean, that's not unusually. That's not an unknown thing. But
I guess I lived a sheltered life. I had never heard that. I had never seen it. So when I saw it in the movie, I just assumed, like my parents had said, that it was the magic of television and it was a lie.
Now, Steve, to answer your criticism of that great comedy classic film, I saw that in the theaters in its first run.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how I go back.
What year? That had to be.
And I loved it.
1983.
Yeah, it was like in the
83.
early 80s, and it was a classic then, and it's a classic now. To me, when the Bumpus Hounds are chewing on the father's leg, with the leg lamp, all that stuff, fudge.
Yeah. I'll tell you what killed it for me. TBS and TNT, by running it nonstop for 24 hours a day leading up to Christmas. Enough already. There are plenty of other Christmas movies out there that are just as good, if not better, than a Christmas.
Better? Name one that's better.
Elf. Elf's a good one.
It's not better.
Yes, it is.
Not better.
Good. It's a pretty good comedic performance.
I agree, but
by Will
not
Ferrell.
better.
See, now I'm torn. A Christmas Story is more of a classic. Elf is, I think, comedically a better comedy.
Absolutely. But I
more gags than Elf.
I didn't say the movie sucked, The Christmas Story. I just said I don't think it's as good as everybody hypes it up to be.
Look at you backpedaling.
I'm not backpedaling.
You're
I didn't
backpedaling.
Go back and listen. I didn't say the movie sucks. I just said it wasn't
You
that
said
good.
it was the worst thing you had ever seen.
I had
next time you see it, you would set the TV on fire.
I didn't say that at all. You didn't listen to me. I think you were busy watching your clock.
Who directed A Christmas Story?
I don't know, some hack. 2-bit hack. Let's see who did it. Let's see who did it.
Christmas Story. I don't remember the actual director. I remember Gene Shepard was the one who wrote it.
Bob Clark.
Bob Clark.
What did Bob Clark ever do?
Lots of other things.
Like?
Well, if I go back in time, he did Porky's, another comedy
classic.
treat.
The Emperor's New Clothes back in 1966. That was a good one.
Of course it was.
Breaking Point.
Yes.
1970. Murder by Decree. You said
1967, the film She-Man. You know what? That was a great film. She-Man.
What about Turk 182? That was a good movie.
That was good. Breaking Point. That was a good film.
I have never heard of any of those.
You never heard of Turk 182?
No. I've
Tyler
heard of
New,
Blink
Turk
182.
Flew, Turk 182. You never saw that?
No. Blink 182 I've heard of.
What about, you must have heard of Porky's, right?
No, Porky's was a great movie. So at the same time all those movies came out, there was Porky's, right?
Mm-hmm.
Revenge of the Nerds.
Right.
There was another one that no one ever has seen, apparently, except for me. But it was, and the kids in my neighborhood, and it was called Party Animal.
Party Animal.
I do vaguely remember that.
I can't quote the main line from the movie that I remember exactly on the air, but it was basically Hound Dog gonna get that cat.
Yeah, okay. I vaguely remember this movie.
It was another classic.
Is that it right there? Party Animal?
Yeah, I think that's it.
There you go.
Who was in that one?
Timothy Carhart. All the greats. Robin Harlan. Frank Galati.
Oh, he was good.
Joan Dykeman. Matthew Causey and Jerry Jones. Oh, Jerry Jones. I know Jerry Jones.
Not the same Jerry Jones.
No.
It's not the same Jerry
No.
Jones? No. I thought he was.
I have not seen this one. but that does not mean very much.
Good question to put out to the Route 10 Tire listener line, though, is by vote, what is everyone's top 3 Christmas movies? And then we can see if Christmas Story makes it or doesn't, and we can see if Elf makes it or doesn't.
All right. Let's
listen,
I thought we have. Don't we have the ability to do that?
Like a poll?
We have the ability, don't we?
Yeah, I don't
fell
even
asleep
know.
during that whole tutorial on how to do this text line thing. There is a way. Somebody said Elf is juvenile. Yes, it's a dumb comedy. That's supposed to be juvenile.
But see, I kind of agree with you. It's a juvenile comedy, and I think Christmas Story is more of a classic comedy.
Define what do you mean by that? I don't understand it. I mean,
there's more of a storyline to A Christmas Story. The characters are more developed.
Mm-hmm.
You don't think there's a storyline to Elf?
I mean, not really.
All right.
It's just gags.
2 days
Great
ago,
gags.
2 days ago, Entertainment Weekly put out a list of the top 25 Christmas films. Okay, number 1, A Wonderful Life.
Of course.
Of course, you're always going to get someone who wants it. Number 2, A Christmas Story.
There you go.
Number 2. Number 3, Charlie Brown Christmas.
Also a classic.
Elf, all the way down to number 4.
So it's in the top 5.
In the top 5.
All the way down to number 4.
But number 5, I would have put above Elf, and that was How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Another classic.
Which one?
The original one. The
cartoon
one.
Or
Yes.
the one with Jim Carrey?
I'll tell you why. That should have been number 4 because Elf stank.
Stunk. You have to have Frosty the Snowman in there, right? The original.
Let me close out the top 10 because now once you get past 5, this is
I
when
could probably nail these.
This is when the list gets stupid.
Okay.
Number 6, Love Actually from 2003. Stupid. Number 7, Bad Santa from 2003.
Actually, that's a good movie.
That's a good movie.
Yeah.
Bad Santa 2.
It wasn't that great.
Had Jenny Zagrino. Do you remember her? Boston comic.
Oh yeah.
She was the girl in the movie. She was what's the word I'm looking for? She was a full-figured girl in the movie that slept with Billy Bob Thornton. In the movie.
Yeah. Number 8, A Muppet Christmas Carol from 1992. Not really on my top.
What about the Mickey's Christmas Carol?
Nope. Number 9, The Year Without a Santa Claus from 1974. Okay. That's with the Heat Miser and the Freeze Miser. That's a good one.
Yeah. What
about Rudolph?
That's number 10, 1964.
Number 10?
What about Frosty?
Frosty goes, boy, I got to tell you, you know what?
The list is null and void if Frosty's not on it.
Frosty is not in the top 25.
Speaking of which, you remember Matt McCarthy, comedian?
Yeah, I love that.
I follow him. You follow him on Instagram? Do you know what he does with the VCR tapes? He's got all these VCR tapes, and he has people submit, hey, why don't you pull this number out? And he opens up the thing, and he pulls out the VCR tape. Well, the episode I saw last night, he's critiquing. It was Frosty. It was the Frosty cartoon, and he's talking about check out the news tease before the special comes on, and it was something about something men don't want to be caught doing coming up tonight at 10, and then all of a sudden the CBS special thing rolls, and then it's Frosty, but he critiques the whole thing, and it's very funny. The whole breakdown of the thing.
Matt and Pete Holmes, people who are listening will be familiar with this. They College Humor. They have all these sketches with Batman.
Yeah,
where Pete Holmes is Batman and he talks exaggerated like, "Can he be trusted, Harvey Dent?" He does that in the thing. Matt's always playing the commissioner or something else, or Bane. He plays Bane in it, but they have. I don't think a lot of people have gone. You got to go on YouTube and do front page films with Pete Holmes and Matt, and they do all these sketches. There's one where they're like he's a doctor's office.
Yeah,
I think did I show you that one?
You did show me that one, yeah.
I don't think I can say it. It's
all right, let's quickly get to the Route 10 Tire listener line. Elf is terrible. Christmas Carol is boring. Polar Express, fantastic. And that's not because Steve does a great impression with the kid with the glasses.
What, Polar Express?
You never saw the Polar Express with Tom Hanks as the conductor?
God, yeah. Do the kid with the glasses so I can...
it's also the kid that's on the 22 News crew. Oh, my God. Guess what we saw? We have fire trucks and police lights. It was crazy.
That makes so much more sense.
Christmas Vacation. Nobody mentions Christmas Vacation.
A classic.
Yep, it's a classic, but that didn't make the top 10.
Will Ferrell is not funny. Elf should be blacklisted. Christmas Vacation, come on, best movie ever. Die Hard, it is technically a Christmas movie.
I agree that Die Hard's a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
And I also think it's a great Christmas movie.
Number one, Rocky is the best Christmas movie.
Rocky?
Well, I guess because it's
winter time.
Yeah.
It's not exactly Christmas.
Number two, Die Hard. Number three, Charlie Brown Christmas. Die Hard, Christmas Story, Griswold's Christmas, top three in my opinion. What about the Abominable Snowman from the Rudolph thing? That was a good...
I mentioned Rudolph.
Yeah, I know, but you said it was only number 10. I can't believe that it fell. Is it number 10 you said?
Number 10.
Yeah.
Did you say abominable?
I can't say it.
The abominable.
Abominable. I was reading what this guy wrote.
He had a six-pack abs, that abominable snowman.
It's ripped.
Well, they bumbles, they bounce. Don't they? Yeah, there you go.
It's 8:26 on Rock 102.
GG Inc.'s Screen.
8:33 with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102. It's time for news brought to you by Big Y, your family market. Here's local radio icon Steve Nagle.
When you're sitting there in traffic and your butt is feeling spastic, diarrhea. Diarrhea. Chipotle has opened its location in Springfield, offering a new menu item, a rewards program for college students, and a build-your-own option for customers to enjoy at home. Take the diarrhea with you by bringing it home in a kit.
It gets a bad rap, but you know what? It's really not that awful. I've had some good experiences at Chipotle.
Except for that listeria. And
you got to look past some of that. Some of those, some diseases, foodborne diseases. I mean, any restaurant could have those problems.
What?
I'm a Bueno Iseno guy.
Oh,
I do like Bueno.
Iseno is awesome.
Bueno Iseno, it blows Chipotle out of the water.
That is a local chain, I believe.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
They
So if
have
you're going to spend some money, spend it locally.
The restaurant opened on Tuesday with its newest protein, carne asada, and red chimichurri sauce. They've also launched Chipotle U Rewards, a program designed for college students which offers more than 20% off on everyday purchases. Well, that'll knock it down to $50 for a burrito.
Well, at Bueno, if you buy like 10 burritos, you get the 11th for free.
See, that's better.
The punch card?
If you use the app, it tracks it for you.
Gotcha.
Oh, they have an app? Wait on us?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah, you order on the app. Then I head out to Allen and Cooley. Bada bing, bada boom. I get myself a big fat burrito with a bunch of chips and salsa, and I'm like I'm all fat and giggly.
I'm excited about that. Now I'm going to get the app. I'm not going to deal with this Chipotle. I don't like the fact they give 20% off to college students. What if you're just a regular working class guy who chose to work in the trades and not go to college? Now you got to pay 20% more for your burrito?
That's what I'm getting at. I don't see what the big deal is. It's still expensive food.
Actually, the guys in the trades are probably making 20% more than a college graduate ever would.
No loans either. Fair point.
The build-your-own Chipotle item serves 4 to 6 people, which includes either steak, chicken, or sofritas, which with all the fixings to create your own tortilla. Use code TRYBYOC through the end of the year for $10 off.
Wow.
What? $10?
Wow.
Chipotle is hiring at the Springfield location, offering competitive benefits, including debt-free college degree program and access to mental health care for employees and their families, because you got to be crazy to want to work at Chipotle.
I think those are all fine incentives for employment to work at a Chipotle. People who go to Chipotle love Chipotle.
They're open daily from 10:45 a.m. to 10 p.m.
You're going to be out there, Springfield Crossing on a Sunday, and you're going to say, man, I'm so hungry. Let's go to the Chick-fil-A. Oh, no. It's closed on a Sunday. That means that I'll either have to go to the Chipotle or any one of the 678,000 other restaurants on Boston Road.
I'm done with the Chipotle in Chicopee. I used to go to that one all the time, Memorial Drive, and they closed down 2 different days when I was there, and I couldn't understand why they're closed, so I started looking into it. I read some stuff in the reviews that made me say that I'm never going to probably eat there again.
Really?
Yeah.
Like what?
I didn't even want to say it on the air because
Okay.
I feel like it'd be bad
Listen,
and unfair to Chipotle.
Listen, that is a new business operating in the city of Springfield. We should be supportive of them.
Yes. No, I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying the location there. And I'm also saying I like Bueno y Sano better.
Well, you get your hepatitis A, and then you get your hepatitis B, and then you get your hepatitis C, all in one location.
You're not going to get the C at a Chipotle. You got to go behind the dumpster, behind the wall.
Well, that's what I'm getting at. There's a BJ's right there. You get the
Yeah, you
BJ's.
see.
Yeah, you're not going to catch it there either.
What are the different hepititises?
One's from like sex, one's from eating, and the other one's from
Poop.
something probably. I don't remember.
Poop, I
I don't
think.
remember the different ones.
I know one was poop because I remember my septic guy one time. I went to shake his hand when I was a kid. And he goes, kid, never shake a septic guy's hand unless you want hepatitis. I think it was B.
Actually, there's many types, not just limited to the 3.
Really?
Yes, there's hepatitis A, B, and C. There's a D.
Oh,
There's
that's the best.
Autoimmune hepatitis. There's alcoholic hepatitis. That's the good one.
All right.
And there's even a hepatitis G. Like, oh, gee, I can't believe I got hepatitis.
Is there really?
Yes, that is a blood-borne virus.
All right. So, but the top 3 are the A, B, and C.
A is fecal oral transmission.
There you go. Marty was
all
right. 2.
B, body fluid contact.
So that would be the person not washing their hands and then
Right.
somebody getting sick from a thing.
Hepatitis C, a blood-borne virus. And then D, HPV co-infection.
Oh, wait a minute. So I thought C was the sexual.
Yeah,
one.
more like you can get Hep C from not just sexual contact. There are other ways.
Didn't
A dirty toilet seat, like a nail on the floor. There's all kinds
tractor
of
seat.
Tractor seat, yes.
this is just a question, but didn't Pam Anderson have Hep C back in the day and then somehow cured it?
Yeah, guess where she got it from?
Well,
Tommy Lee,
Of
is that what you're
course.
saying?
I mean, there are treatments,
Allegedly?
very successful
Yeah,
treatments for it.
there's cures for it. It's not
Yeah,
like that.
she became, but I thought that it's not easy to cure, right?
Well, I'm sure if you go, listen. I've never had it. Luckily, thank God.
You never
Would be
got it?
surprised. Yeah.
You never got hepatitis G with these ladies that you talked to?
No, never,
The
never had
G?
never had the Hep G.
The original G unit.
I can say something, but I can't be too disgusting on this show.
Oh, now.
Oh, no.
Well, because I mean, there is a line. There is a line that they cannot be crossed, and I refuse to cross that line.
Did you ever give anyone hepatitis D?
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah. He likes the D.
that's my shot, my needle shot, the hepatitis D. Yeah, all right. You know what I like about sick girls? They keep getting better, but I stay the same way.
Right.
A federal grand jury in Arizona has indicted a father-son duo accused of conspiring to ship 40 pounds of cocaine from Tucson to New York, Alabama, and Georgia. One of the suspects, 53-year-old Raul Garcia Cordova, previously was linked to a scheme to deliver illegal drugs and counterfeit THC vape pens with the help of the United Parcel Service employees. That's UPS for you folks that are not
Thank
in
you.
the know. That 2019 investigation led to federal agents raiding the suspect's $2.4 million home and hauling away SUVs, pickups, a motorboat, a sports car, and a trailer. This month, the grand jury accused Cordova and his son, 28-year-old Armando Castro Flores, a.k.a. Randy Savage, of conspiracy.
Doing stuff with Dad.
Snap into a Slim Jim!
Gonna tell you something, FBI.
Of conspiracy to distribute cocaine and distribution of cocaine. According to court records, Homeland Security investigations, Agents learned in July that a transitional criminal organization had set up shop in Tucson and was distributing controlled substances to locations throughout the southeastern United States.
All right, but isn't it nice that a father and son are still doing stuff together?
Family business.
Around the holidays? Really?
We did talk about supporting your mom and pops.
That's it, man. That's it.
An undercover HSI agent a month later met with Cordova, who was allegedly looking for delivery drivers. Records show the agent had a second meeting with Cordova, who allegedly showed a photo of a brick of cocaine on his cell phone and said 10 to 20 kilos of cocaine needed to be transported from Tucson to Alabama. At a third meeting, Cordova and his son allegedly gave the undercover agent an encrypted cell phone and instructions to deliver the cocaine to a man called Pops in Alabama. You got Randy Savage, you got Pops.
Yeah.
What else are we doing? Where else are we going with the names? On October 30th, Cordova allegedly gave the undercover agent $2,000 for expenses and 15 bricks of cocaine with a total weight of 40 pounds. Records show the agent delivered the cocaine to Pops on November 4th at a truck stop in Montgomery. The law enforcement in Alabama arrested Pops later that day. Records show Castro was arrested in Tucson on November 14th, and that a federal judge issued a no-bond warrant for the arrest of his father. The U.S. Attorney's Office has since asked a federal judge to seal the case to prevent defendants from fleeing the jurisdiction or disposing of evidence.
How much do you think the guy makes shipping 40 pounds of coke?
Probably quite a bit. I mean, it's got to be lucrative in order for you to do it.
Yeah, you don't do that job on the cheap.
I just wonder, then why would you cheap out and just start UPSing it? It's like, you know what it is? It's like COVID. Everyone got used to working from home.
Mm-hmm.
These drug dealers got used to just shipping instead of taking the risk in the car.
Would you remember years ago when Red Sox legendary third baseman Butch Hobson received cocaine through the mail?
Did he really?
And believe it or not, they were able to bust him. Apparently, there wasn't enough postage. Somebody didn't look enough stamps. All of a sudden, boom, federal agent showing up at Butch Hobson's place going, hey, would you mind signing these baseballs while we arrest you?
While we arrest. Great job the other night pitching 9 innings wide awake.
What about Darryl Strawberry?
Yeah.
He had a whole bunch of cocaine.
Sure did.
And knocking on his door, going, hey, you took all the coke from the party last night.
He was doing crack, too, wasn't he? Or was that the other guy, old Cam Boyd?
No, it was definitely Darryl. Darryl is on the up and up now. Daryl's nice.
Good for him.
He's turned his life around.
What about Dwight Gooden? Wasn't he a coke guy, too?
He had some problems. You got to understand, it's, the 80s. Everybody.
Anyone with money, that was the thing.
That was it. That was the thing to do.
Now they just do steroids. Yeah, back in the good old days, we used to put holes in our nostrils. Now these kids are in their stupid little steroids are ordering from overseas.
Yeah, I tell my kids today how I used to shove needles in the balls of my feet. They look at me like I was crazy.
But here we are.
But you know what I'm thinking? Like, baseball's always had stimulants in it because back in the day they used to have, they're called greenies, right? They were like uppers. And the baseball players, I'm talking way back, like Jackie Robinson days and stuff like that, I think.
Yeah, there have always been ways of like recovering quickly from from an injury or whatever.
Even now, the nicotine, they always think it's always like stimulant based to stay away because it can get boring when you're out there for 5 hours.
Yeah, you're in the heat, you're playing baseball. Yeah,
caffeine, nicotine.
Your Pioneer Valley forecast today, mix of sun and clouds with a high of 47. It is 32 right now in downtown Springfield. I'm Steve Nagle, and that's the news on Rock 102. Oh, yeah.
To Springfield's Classic Rock, it's 8:53 in Soundgarden with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
You know, when I was in Syracuse, that was called something else.
I'm sure it was a clever idea at the time.
It was a parody called A-Hole Son.
As hilarious today as it must have been all the way back in the 90s.
30 years ago?
30 years ago. It never gets old. Hey, Pro Picks Pool is underway at rock102.com. Your Call Football. Weekly winners score a $50 gift certificate to Vanish Valley Brewing in Ludlow. And the overall season winner gets a $500 cash card, courtesy of Nor'easter Organic Life Hydroponics, to spend however you damn well feel like it. So go to rock102.com, check the stats, go with your gut, play Rock 102's Pro Picks Pool from Nor'easter Organic Life Hydroponics, and Rock 102 Springfield's Classic Rock.
$20 Party Marty is here in the studio.
Yeah.
It's a $20 Marty party.
It's
a comedy show.
$20.
It's a party hardy Marty party. That's what that is. Yes.
$20 for dinner and a comedy show tomorrow night, and then Saturday, the matinee show.
Yeah? I thought it was matinee.
Nope. It's a matinee.
All right. Well, that's at 5 p.m. That show starts right at 5 p.m. and you'll be done by 6:30.
Doors at 5:30, right?
No, doors at 4:30.
That's what I meant.
Show
Doors
at 5.
Yeah.
And then 6:30 you'll be out of there.
So your dinner's coming out right around 5?
No, doors open at 4. Yeah, right around 5. Wait.
No,
doors open at 4. Dinner at 4:30. Then the doors open at 5.
All right.
I don't know why.
It's a perfect plan for your over 50 crowd, which I'm among them. A lot
of people enjoy it.
Yes, perfect hours for comedy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, people I like getting home earlier on a Thursday.
The Thursday thing, the hour earlier, has been a home run. The crowds are more awake too, which is good.
7 p.m. it starts, and then you'll be home by 9.
Last week was a weird thing, though. Last week there was a table full of people just giving weird references to everything.
Oh, good.
To the point when I got done, everyone clapped, and the guy goes, woo, 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 woo. And I go, I mean, an Arsenio Hall? And he goes, it's not Arsenio Hall. That's Pretty Woman.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And I was like, are you like special needs or something? Like, why? Who associates woo, 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 woo with Pretty Woman?
Somebody else said it too, didn't they?
Yeah, one person. Everyone else is like, huh?
But the Pretty Woman reference was because of Arsenio Hall at the very time the movie came out. Right. Arsenio Hall was like one of the most popular late night hosts.
But it was just one in a long string of stupid references that they kept making. That specifically that guy.
So the guy is making a reference that is nearly 40 years old.
Yeah.
That most people are not going to recall.
Right, and it's at the end of the show where I've already dealt with all his other weird references, right? Mm-hmm. And it's at the end of the show, well, I go, thank you guys, that was my time. And everyone claps, and they're like, yeah, we had fun. And this guy starts wooing, and I was like, really? One more? I can't ignore that now. So then it went down a whole rabbit hole. It was weird.
Yeah. Here's a little advice if you're going to go to a comedy show. Yeah. Shut up. Yeah. Shut up and enjoy the show. It's not your show. You're not on stage. Well, I mean, shut up.
I don't mind if I'm talking to people or whatever. I don't mind. But there was just random weird references being thrown out. And I have like ADD when I'm on the stage. I can't focus if someone's throwing out weird references. You know what I mean?
You're not helping the show by doing that, so knock it off.
I don't mind talking to people if I'm inviting it. Like if I'm saying, "Hey, where are you from? What do you do?" You know, that kind of hacky kind of crowd work kind of thing, because it does bring up some, kind of trains you to bring up other subjects while you're doing it. But the random like Tourette's customer that just comes
in. That's what
it
was.
It was Pretty Woman. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Star Wars.
It was like that.
A Christmas Story.
You can't. I'm having flashbacks. Great movie.
Yeah, that's not helping. That's not helping the flow of the show. And you know what? Everybody else is there to see a show.
That's right.
It's not just about you.
But I got to be honest. The people were still really nice people. Overall, they were fine. It was just a weird picadillo.
By the way, the HR lady from upstairs sent us her favorite Christmas movies.
I saw that.
Christmas Story by far number 1. And yes, Steve, it's tradition for us to watch it all day on Christmas Day. Well, that must be a hell of a boring house at her house.
Oh, no, it's not.
How the Grinch Stole Christmas cartoon is for number 2.
Mm-hmm.
What about The Little Drummer Boy would be number 3.
What?
I don't know if I put it that high, but
The Little Drummer Boy.
Frosty, number 4. Rudolph, number 5.
Solid.
Heat Miser and The Year Without a Santa Claus.
That was in the top
10. My kids, the chorus at the high school the other day did the Heat Miser song.
Yeah, that's a great song.
And what was it? Violent Night with
what?
Yes.
This is the HR
Krampus
lady?
and Violent Night. Kurt Russell is a hot Santa. according to her.
That's Christmas
Whoa.
Chronicles.
Whoa, that's HR. You can't say
Kurt
Hot
Russell.
Santa.
Well, wait a minute. Who's in Violent Night and Krampus? I don't know. I don't see those two.
Hot Santa.
Yeah.
That's a movie?
No. She's saying Christmas Chronicles that Kurt Russell is a hot Santa.
She's putting her 2 cents in.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's
Everything is up for interpretation. I mean, I think Christmas Story, The Grinch, those are good classics. I mean,
I
A
think
Wonderful
Elf
Life
is
is a
in there.
great film.
If she wasn't the HR lady, I'd say, she likes the heavy sack on Kurt Russell.
Yeah, well, I'm
Okay.
glad
But
you
if she's an
brought that
HR
up.
lady, I'm not going to
you-
say that.
You're
better
getting a
off.
meeting. You're getting a meeting.
It's 9 o'clock with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.